Thank you, Max, for that marvelous introduction. I put a spell on you. And now you're mine. You can't stop the things I do. I ain't lying. In 300 years, right down to the day, now the witch is back, and there's hell to pay. I put a spell on you.
Good joke. Happy Halloween. Thanks a lot. No, man, I'm serious. You thought you had me.
Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Becca and today I have my Witch-A-Thon TBR. So I'd like to preface this by saying that this is a very haphazard TBR. I'm in the middle of a lot of books right now that I really want to be finishing up. So some of these I may finish before Witch-A-Thon. I probably won't read all of the books in this TBR, but you know, it's Halloween. I need an excuse to look extra today, and so I will be sharing with you my Witch-A-Thon TBR. So the Witch-A-Thon is running from Thursday the 24th of October to Wednesday the 31st, Halloween. The Witch-A-Thon is hosted by the beautiful, the lovely, the witchy Rhiannon from Crescent Moon Reads. I will put a link in my description box to her announcement video so you can get all of the details. There are 7 challenges in total, 3 of which I won't be taking part in, and I will let you know why. One of them I just don't think I can. And so let's just get into it. So I'm going to be sharing with you my options for my TBR, and we'll see how many of these I managed to get through in the week of Witch-A-Thon. Challenge number 1. This time of year is all about preparing for the dark and gathering enough harvest for winter. Read a book that is bound to make you warm and happy. So for this I have Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. I anticipate that I will already have started and be a bit of the way through this by the time the Witch-A-Thon starts. But the reason that this is going to make me warm and happy is not because of its subject matter, because no, it is because it is one of the books in one of my favourite series, and so it's bound to make me happy in some ways because obviously even though it's following a different character in a different setting, I anticipate that there will still be a lot of things that I love about this one. So for those of you that don't know, this was supposed to be a novella and then it became a core book in the Throne of Glass series, although I still don't really refer to it as a core book. I refer to it as the Chaol book, and it follows Chaol as he is off somewhere to achieve something, and it runs parallel to Empire of Storms, which is the 5th book in the core series. Challenge number 2 is to light a candle for your ancestors and read by candlelight. This is a time for honouring our kin. I don't have a book picked out for this, however I will at some point throughout the readathon read by candlelight, and I will post a picture to my Instagram and probably Twitter so that that challenge is completed. But I'm not going to read a whole book by candlelight because that could hurt my eyes, and I also don't have, like, all my candles are jar candles, so they don't really like project light, they just smell good, if that makes sense. Okay, now I believe that this is pronounced Samhain. So number 3 is Samhain is more widely known as Halloween. Read a spooky horror or thriller novel. I have 2 options for this depending on how I'm feeling. The first one is that I may continue with the audiobook of American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. This follows a very charismatic psychopath who works on Wall Street and is like all flash and rich but also murders people. It's very graphic, which is why I put it down, and I was also buddy reading this with Mel, however Mel's schedule got a bit too much. So I may just continue this on my own, it depends how I feel. And my second option is going to be Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. This is the thriller that you guys wanted me to read, but it drew with Night Film, and then in the Twitter poll, Night Film won. So I'm currently reading Night Film, although I kind of wish I wasn't because it's perfect for a lot of these challenges. But Before I Go to Sleep follows a woman who every night when she goes to sleep she forgets everything, and so she puts a lot of trust in the people around her to tell her who she is and what's been going on. However, something happens that leads her to believe that these people aren't being honest with her, and I'm assuming we find out what's actually been happening. Number 4, which is the last challenge that I will be attempting to participate. The Veil Between Worlds is Thinnest. Read a book with paranormal elements. So this is the one that has the most options for me because I'm currently reading 2 books that would fit this challenge. However, I don't know if I will have finished them by the time the Witch-A-Thon starts. The first one is Sea Witch by Sara Henning. This follows 2 girls and a prince in Denmark. It's an origin story of the Sea Witch from the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, who I'm assuming is Ursula in the Disney version. And one of these characters is a mermaid, which is, well, it's mythical, paranormal, I don't know, it's a blurry line. My second option is Fiore by Claire Legrand. This is a young adult high fantasy that follows 2 queens who are tied together by prophecy. However, it's sort of the ancient religions and things in this world have something to do with angels, and the angels are kind of relevant to the story. So I'm thinking like paranormal, romance, angel type things with this. These two books I only have 150 pages left in. I'm assuming that I may have finished one before the Witch-A-Thon starts, but I'm not sure. And if by any chance I have finished both of them, I will be reading Kingdom of Ash, providing that I can finish Tower of Dawn. And this is again a fantasy, however there are witches in it, which Witch-A-Thon seems perfect to me. Kingdom of Ash, as I'm sure you all know, is the final book in the Throne of Glass series, and I'm dying to read it. Okay, so the 3 that I can't take part in, 2 is just because I don't want to put extra pressure on myself. 1 is to read the group book, The Girl Who Drank the Moon, but I don't own it, and I have quite an extensive TBR that I'm really trying to get through, so I don't want to add extra pressure to read extra books onto my TBR. The second is Every Witch Needs Her Coven, buddy reader book, and once again I don't want to commit to a buddy read when I'm not sure how much I have to read, and also all of these books I kind of just want to wrap up and get done. And the third one is one that I actually can't do as far as I'm aware, and that is In Honor of Your Ancestors, read a book that features your ethnic heritage. Now my ethnic heritage is Irish, Dutch and Bangladeshi, so I don't think I own any books from any of those sort of places or people. I'm pretty sure that all of the books that I own that would be similar to a Bangladeshi heritage are either Pakistani or Indian, and so I just don't think I have a book to fit that challenge. So that is everything for my Witch-A-Thon TBR. Please let me know down below if you are taking part and what you will be reading. Please also don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to. If you head into my description box, you'll find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those, as well as a link to my Bookish body butter and candle website, the Instagram for that, and 10% off discount code. But that's it from me today. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you will go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.